Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. At-Targhib fi ittiba' al-kitab wa sunnah. This was the chapter from which we started Hadith. And the Hadith was from Hadrat Irbad bin Sariya. His brief introduction yesterday we completed. And the first part of the Hadith was that they requested the Prophet ﷺ to please advise us. The Prophet ﷺ says, Usikum bi taqwallah, my first advice to you to have a fear of Allah and taqwa from Allah. And we discussed it yesterday. Today is the other part is the next thing. This is the wasiyah of the Prophet ﷺ. The advice of the Prophet ﷺ to who? To the Jama'atul Sahaba, the best of the people, and the beautiful example till day of judgment for believers, those who learn directly from Ab alayhi salatu wasalam. And he said, after taqwa, was-sam'i wa ta'a, the second advice to you, listening and obeying, to listen and to obey. As-sam'u wa ta'a is a term in Islam which is mentioned for a discipline. And Islamically, this is very, very important. Islamic society has a qualities, and one quality of Islamic society and the requirement of any Islamic society, as-sam'u wa ta'a. Sam'a literally means min as-sama'a, to listen, at-ta'a means obey. But this is a concept that you will be living together and you will have someone who will be advising you, who will be guiding you, and as a society you have to follow. Whether from a small unit of your family, where you have a family, in your family one person who will be dealing with you. And then from the family to become a tribe, one person who will be dealing with your matters and your affairs. On a national level, as-sam'u wa ta'a. As a nation, you should have someone, you will be listening to it and you should be obeying it. This is the basic concept. And the hadith, another hadith, Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi ta'ala mentioned in his Sahih, from Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala on this topic, with hadith number in Bukhari 2955. As-sam'u wa ta'a haqqun 'ala al-mar'i. As-sam'u wa ta'a means listening and obeying is obligatory upon a person. Hadith number 2955, haqqun 'ala al-mar'i. And non-Muslim, the word Muslim is another hadith, which is hadith number 7144. So, haqqul ala al-mar'i is obligatory upon a person, fima ahabba wa kariha, whether he likes it or don't like. Means thing you like or thing you don't like. Why you don't like? Sometimes the things are not, the things are inconvenient. So, everyone looking for convenience, but they are inconvenient to you. But he said, no. As-sam'u wa ta'a, whether they are inconvenient, you have to listen. Sometimes what's happened? The things are against your personal preference. Your personal preference is different. But say no, as-sam'u wa ta'a, fima ahabba wa kariha, this is the explanation. It is not your preference, but no, as a society, as an Islamic concept of as-sam'u wa ta'a, you should leave your personal preference, you have to listen to the one who has authority. That, or it might be, you feel it difficult, that this way, no, I can do it this way. You say, no, as-sam'u wa ta'a. If everyone goes for his own preference, if everyone thinks that no, this is difficult, this is easy, so there will be big case. And the main purpose of all these things, why as-sam'u wa ta'a? And they say in Islamic society, the as-sam'u wa ta'a, so for social stability. If you want stability in the society, social stability, secondly, the unity in the society, and thirdly, the main purpose. There are many purposes, but to protect from chaos the society. This is very, very important. The Prophet ﷺ said, وَإِن تَأَمَّرَ عَلَيْكُمْ عَبْدٌ. In some hadith, even if the ruler and the head, your leader is a slave. And in some hadith, even your leader is an Abyssinian slave, means a Habashi. He become your leader. Alaykum bis-sam'i wa ta'a. And it's not only the Prophet ﷺ guided them. Practically, this was experienced in Islamic society. When the 20 years old Muaz bin Jabal, the very young person, sent as a governor, where the Kibar Sahaba, Ridwanullah Ta'ala Majma'in, was there in society. And they all were listening. And when Usama bin Zayd, the slave, the son of a slave of the Prophet ﷺ, he was made commander-in-chief of the army, and the Kibar Sahaba, Min al-Quraysh, the big tribe, honorable, respectable Sahaba Kiram, from great families, they were ordinary people. They were working under Usama bin Zayd radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So practically they have been told that then if someone has become your leader and someone is leading you, someone has become your guide, then you will not be looking that shall I do it or not, shall I follow it or not, and who is he, I am from different, I am more wise than you, I am more. This is the problem in our society. And the biggest reason of the case in our society is this. And that's why the authority is very important. I can give you one simple example. You know, the authority decide what? And this is so important. Salat, you are worshipping Allah or worshipping Imam? Who you are worshipping? We are worshipping Allah, isn't? But see, there is a concept of Imam. So what the Imam is doing, I am reading Salat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So who is Imam? What is his duty? Am I worshipping him? No. The beautiful example of unity and not to leave the society for a case, in ibadat, salat purely from Allahu Akbar, takbir tahrima to assalamu alaikum with Allah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But even this one with a discipline, you have to follow Imam. If Imam make a mistake, you follow it. Yes? Min al wajibat, Imam made a mistake, he left on wajib. You follow Imam. You can't say, oh, leave the Imam, he made a mistake, I am more perfection, I am doing on the base of my taqwa, complete salat. Is it allowed Imam left the wajib and you just say, no, I am doing my own namaz? See, in ibadat, this is not accepted. And even in Hajj, Hajj is a financial ibadat. But when you look at the Hajj, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the people, those who are entitled from the Hajj to be supported, وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا, the Hajj which is pure your ibadat, financial to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even this is brought in a system, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this is in a society, those who are collecting this and distributing this and taking to the right people, these people, even if you pay from the zakat, it is permissible for them, but it should be done as a collective work. Zakat, there is a concept of collection, there is a concept of unity. Salat, there is a concept of unity. Eid, Jum'ah, Khutbah, anything you mention in ibadat, concept of unity. If your ibadat is not without this concept of unity, then how your social life will be run without this single command in unity? You tell me any single house where no one is listening to anyone, the son is want to do what he want, the daughter is doing what she want, the wife is doing what she want, the husband is doing what she want. It looks like a house or is a high street? It's a high street. One is running here, one is running there, one is entering to this shop, one is entering to this shop. You are buying one thing, the other is buying another. But house means there is a system. They know what time you're going to get together, what time you're going to eat. There are some rules. Every single house has some rule. And they know who you have to listen finally. The same in the society. This is Islam wants the Muslim to be organized. As a socially they should be organized. And the best example in ibadat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it them. And even the Prophet ﷺ said, إِذَا خَرَجَ ثَلَاثَةٌ فِي السَّفَرِ فَلْيُؤَمِّرُ أَحَدَهُمْ in Abu Dawud, hadith number 2608 from Abu Sa'id radiallahu ta'ala anhu. When three people are leaving, when three people are on their journey, they should make one of them is their Amir. The other two should follow it. Three people on an ordinary journey, one person appointed as their Amir. And this appointment, even the fuqaha of Islam, some says this is advice, so it is mustahab. But some fuqaha says, no, it is not advice, it is wajib upon you. Like Imam Ibn Taymiyyah and some other, they say, no, it is min al-wujub, al-amru lil-wujub. But some other says it is mustahab. But bear in your mind that even for three people traveling, the Prophet ﷺ has advised. Even in Hindu, they said, at-tawafuq bainahuma. With two people, they should have a tawafuq. But when they become three, make one Amir and then follow. In your normal journey, the requirement is to do. So, there is a very famous hadith in Tirmidhi. الصوم يوم تصومون والفطر يوم تفطرون والأضحى يوم تضحون. He said, when is the fasting? He said, the fasting when the people fast. And when is Eid? He said, the Eid and when the people do Eid. He said, when the Eid al-Qurban. He said, وَالْأَضْحَى يَوْمَ تُضَحُونَ, when the people are doing. It means here, Eid al-Qurban slaughter is for who? For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But look at Allah said, يَوْم وَالْفِطْرُ يَوْمَ تَصُومُونَ تُفْطِرُونَ تُضَحُونَ, means collectively. But you know why we have a case in Europe? We don't have unity in moon sighting. We don't have unity on Eid day. One house is doing one day, other is not day. The biggest fitna because we don't have a single command. We don't have this unity. Because we enjoy independence, the beautiful democracy, and in this democracy, in one street I have seen 3 masajid, they are doing on 3 days. There was a time, now they are only reduce it to 2 days. There was a time when the 3 days ikhtilaf, and in one street they were doing 3 days. 1 day, 2nd day, 3rd day. No single command. Yes, you have your ideology, you have your. If there were a state, whatever they make a decision, they make a decision. You can't say the next day, no, leave them and I want to do it my own. Because we don't have single command here. See, our ibadat is different, everything is scattered. The reason, whenever you lose this control, the social unity concept, then there will be complete chaos in the society. But only one thing you have to bear in your mind in these things. The Prophet ﷺ says, "Ma lam yu'mar bima'siyatihi." In this single command, the concept is the person who is leading you should not order you something which is committing a sin, which is you are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I can say, you obey me, even if I am commanding you against the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَإِذَا أُمِرَ بِمَعْصِيَةٍ فَلَا السَّمْعَ وَلَا الطَّاعَةَ. If someone clearly commands you against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then there is no sam, there is no ta'a. There is another hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, إِنَّمَا الطَّاعَةُ فِي الْمَعْرُوفِ. The obedience is for the following, for what? For permissible, for lawful. Not someone say that 3 people are driving and say one is your Amir, and the board is very clear, is written, just to understand, 70 miles per hour. The other say, I am Amir Sahab, now drive on 120. Or in a 20-mile speed on 30, I am Amir, now you have drive on a 60. You say, what kind of Amir you are? You are telling me to break the laws. Just to understand things. So Islamically, لا طاعة لمعروف في معصية الله إنما الطاعة في المعروف. And لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الله. For the makhluk and the creation obedience, there is no disobedience to the Creator. So you should not be doing disobedience to the Creator. Why? Because you are obeying. So these are some rules that you have to do it. And this basic concept of unity, we will continue this hadith because there are some other things about the ikhtilaf and we will go further. But the basic concept, if you want discipline in your children, discipline in your life, if you want unity, if you want a beautiful future, make your life in this discipline which is mentioned in this hadith of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. If you appoint someone your imam, there is one is imamate kubra, the ruler, the authority, one is imamate sughra. In these basic rituals, when you make someone imam, in both, as in imamate sughra you have to follow, in imamate kubra you have to follow, but the rule is this: la ta'ata li makhluqin fi ma'siyatillah wa innama ta'atu fil ma'ruf. May Allah give us tawfiq to understand. There is a limit of your free will, but after there, something will be convenient to you. Something might feel difficult for you. For something might you don't like it, but for the sake of the community, for the sake of the unity, for general benefit and the benefit of the society, you have to sacrifice your own desire and your own wish. That's how you will flourish in the society, and the society, whole society will benefit and you will be part of it. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم علمنا بما أنفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. اللهم اشف مرضانا واغفر موتانا يا رب العالمين. اللهم سهل أمورنا. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل أنحاء العالم يا رب العالمين، في كل أنحاء العالم يا رب العالمين، خاصة على أرض فلسطين وفي غزة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.